Sodium D-Aspartate and why I think it's better than hCG. So everyone, well, I shouldn't say everyone, many people are familiar with hCG as either on-cycle therapy or post-cycle therapy. On-cycle therapy to prevent your testes from shutting down while on cycle, and post-cycle therapy to start reactivating the testes production of testosterone post-cycle. Now, why does it work like that? hCG is similar to LH, luteinizing hormone. Because of that, if you were to inject hCG, you will produce less luteinizing hormone. So this is a bad thing. You can't use it forever because then your pituitary, in theory, won't ever make luteinizing hormone ever again. So for a safer long-term use, sodium D-aspartate is the way to go. Now, some people are familiar with DAA, D-aspartic acid, but they're not familiar with sodium D-aspartate. That's because the studies are mixed about DAA, and the studies are mixed because they use its conjugate base and the acid interchangeably, which isn't true. That the conjugate base, sodium D-aspartate, actually works, and the D-aspartic acid does not work. Sodium D-aspartate works within 6 days to increase testosterone production by up to 42%. And after about 14 days, the body starts to produce an enzyme to break it down. So whereas it works on the pituitary to cause an increase in LH, and studies have shown that, and I'll show you a graph from an NIH study to show that at the end of this video, that it also binds to the testes and causes an increase in testosterone production. So like hCG, it increases testosterone production directly, but unlike hCG, you can take it long term because there's no issue with it shutting down LH production. In fact, it increases LH production. So I've got sodium D-aspartate and the test booster, which comes with the Thor's Hamo combo pack. Now, there's a lot of other ingredients that I use. Now, in the test booster, the reason why I package vitamin D with it is that some studies show vitamin D increases androgen receptor density. And of course, the androgen receptor is where the binding occurs of the testosterone or other anabolics. But more importantly, it's the cofactor that shuttles in the cholesterol into the testes that LH, or in the case of DAA or hCG, causes an increase of that production of testosterone. So on the right, we've got GMP concentration in the pituitary. As you can see, the D-aspartic acid almost doubles, if not doubles, more than doubles, almost triples, the GMP concentration. The GMP is a relaxant, second messenger, which causes an increase in the LH release, which, as you can see on the graph on the left, is double. So that the D-aspartic acid doubles the LH release. And on here, on the right, this is the testosterone graph. In the testes, cyclic AMP levels looks like they're tripled or quadrupled, and then that results in an increase in testosterone, which looks like about double from the testes. So you have irrefutable hard evidence that the D-aspartic acid acts on the pituitary to increase GMP, which in turn causes an increase in LH, which then causes an increase in cyclic AMP inside the testes, which then causes an increase in testosterone release in an NIH study. Irrefutable evidence, period, case closed. So to summarize that, from the graph and describing what I described, so I'll re-describe it at the Thor's Hammer combo pack at valhalla-labs.com, and the link will be available to you in the comment section or the product description, or the video description, has sodium D-aspartate, the better version of DAA, which is, in my opinion, better than hCG. So for the best on cycle and the best post-cycle therapy, use a product designed for post-cycle therapy or designed for on-cycle therapy. People would assume that using the industry standard of tamoxifen and hCG would work better, but that lacks serious common sense. Why would using breast cancer medication and a female hormone that's involved with preserving a pregnancy make more sense than using a product designed by a medical doctor and international champion bodybuilder to protect you against testicular shutdown during a steroid or anabolic cycle, and to help you get your testicles working properly after cycle? To me, using a screwdriver backwards as a hammer doesn't make as much sense as using an actual hammer designed by a master carpenter. But what do I know, right? So thank you, and go to valhalla-labs.com to pick up your Thor's Hammer combo pack right now.